So, let's start with this. This is a pretty wild idea. What if your brain has already decided what it thinks, what it believes, long before you even get a chance to consciously think about it? What if that rational voice in your head isn't the captain of the ship, but just the narrator?
I mean, we've all seen this, right? You're scrolling online and you see these endless comment threads. Two sides just battling it out, throwing facts, links, insults. But have you ever noticed that nobody ever changes their mind? It's not really a debate. It's more like two brick walls yelling at each other.
Or think about that feeling, deep in your gut, that absolute certainty that you know you're right. It's a feeling so powerful that when someone presents facts that contradict it, the facts feel wrong. It almost feels like a personal attack, doesn't it? See, these aren't just little personality quirks. This drive to find stuff that confirms what we already think, and to just toss aside anything that challenges us, that's actually a core feature of how our minds are built. But why? Why would our brains do that?
Well, the answer starts when we completely rethink what the brain is actually for. We like to imagine it's this perfect window, showing us the world exactly as it is, but it's not. It's more of an active simulator, creating what some neuroscientists call a useful fiction, a version of reality that's been edited and tailored for one very specific purpose.
And that right there, that's the whole ballgame. The brain didn't evolve to seek out some objective, capital T, truth. It evolved for one reason and one reason only: to help you, the organism, survive. Its main goal isn't to be right. It's just to be effective enough to keep you alive until tomorrow.
So how exactly does this ancient programming work? Well, it's kind of like a story of two very different systems, both inside your head.
And the way they do it is, well, it's pretty simple but incredibly effective. Filter bubbles make sure you don't see opposing views. Echo chambers make sure you only hear from people who agree with you. Both of these play right into your brain's natural craving for consistency. But the real secret weapon is emotional arousal. The algorithms have learned that things like outrage and fear are what keep you scrolling. So they feed that fast, ancient emotional amygdala exactly what it wants, triggering that hijack again and again and again.
So here's the bottom line. This technology isn't really creating a new problem. It's just pouring gasoline on a fire that's been burning in our minds for millions of years. It's found our brain's ancient operating system and learned how to exploit it for engagement and, well, for profit.
Realizing all of this forces us to ask some pretty profound questions, not just about the world around us, but about the very nature of our own minds, our own consciousness.
Let's just take memory, for example. We tend to think of it like a video camera, accurately recording the past. But neuroscience shows us it's not like that at all. It's a deeply creative, reconstructive process. Every single time you remember something, you're basically retelling the story, and new information can get woven in, changing the original. It's wild. Some studies have even shown that people will completely fabricate logical reasons for choices they never actually made, all to maintain a consistent story about who they think they are. And this all leads to a really profound conclusion. Your brain isn't showing you reality. It's building you a simulation of reality. It's constantly editing, cutting, and sometimes just making things up to create a story that keeps you alive and helps you make sense of the world. It's a storyteller, not a reporter.
Which brings us to the final and maybe the most unsettling question of all. If your brain values survival over truth, if it relies on ancient shortcuts, and if it literally rewrites your past, then how many of your most cherished beliefs are actually the result of careful, logical thought, and how many are just part of the useful fiction it's telling you?
And if your own reality is a carefully curated story designed by your own brain, and that story is now being tweaked and manipulated by outside algorithms, can you ever be truly certain that what you feel and what you believe is real? Can you ever fully trust your own mind?
And that is the question we're left with. Is your conscious self, the you that you think of as you, the one in charge of this incredible, complex machine? Or are you just the passenger, along for the ride, simply experiencing a story that your brain has decided to tell